Hello, hello everybody. How are we doing? I hope we are good. I am good. My phone had a little mishap. Some of you know that I got the screen replaced in the beginning of July. And they came to my house and they replaced the screen. No big deal. Guy handed me my phone before he left after replacing my screen and said, you know, here's your phone. If anything goes wrong with the screen part of your phone, like it's covered for 6 months or a year or something like that. And I didn't think anything of it. Thankfully, I was listening. Because then Friday night, my phone went into the tub. No big deal. iPhones 11s are water resistant up to 7 feet for 30 minutes. It literally went 1 foot for 30 seconds. My whole phone shut down, screen went black, lost everything, was on the phone with Apple all night long, called Asurion the next morning. They can send me a phone, but it won't be here until tomorrow at 3. So if anything happens during this live feed, I am trying to use my cell phone without being able to see the screen. So I hope you guys all can see me and can hear me because I am trying to use a device that is broken because I can't mount my iPad up on my tripod. So we got to deal with it. Hello, Lauren, Angela, Kate, Deb, Danielle, Harmony, Joan, Dad, Jaden, Jessica, Buffy. How are you guys? I am good. Hello, Alexis. How are you guys doing? I am so good. I am just going to share this a couple of places and then we are going to get started. I did preheat my oven, so if you are making this with me, preheat your oven according to the package directions of the cake that you chose. I like to cook mine at 325 because a lot of the pans are non-stick these days and they don't need as high of a heat to cook. So 350, 325 are usually what they have you set your oven at. Make sure you set that if you're going to be cooking with me. Hello, Kelly and Deneen. How are you? So we are going to do this. Everyone can see me and hear me. Perfect. Thank you, Joan. Hadn't heard anybody responding back yet, so I was hoping that you guys could see me. I'm just going to share this couple of places, and then we're going to get started. We are going to be using some really fun Pampered Chef products today that make life, the life of a baker a lot easier and more fun. So pay attention, close attention if you have been curious about the batter mix and dispense. It is an awesome item. I know a lot of people question it all the time. I have used it on my show before. We actually used it to dispense mashed potatoes into our meatloaf boats. So today we are actually going to be using it for baking purposes and not mashed potatoes. Hello, Kayla. How are you? Kathy, what is up, Kathy? How are you? I am just going to share a couple more places. Make sure you guys share too. The more views we get, the more things I get to give away. Just make sure you don't start a watch party because I can't see those view counts. And if they ask a question, I can't see the question. And just post it wherever you know you can. Please don't bombard groups that don't want live videos or don't want cooking shows because then I get a lot of nasty mail and I don't like that. So just make sure you are putting them in cooking groups that allow live videos like this. I know that the fact that I'm a Pampered Chef consultant does sometimes violate rules, but usually if I'm not the one posting it, no one really gets too upset because I'm not trying to promote myself. You guys are trying to promote me and I appreciate that. I just have one more place to share this and then we should be good to rock and roll. So I know you guys see that I am making a couple of changes to the recipe. It's a super easy recipe. So if you're making it with me today and you bought your own whipped cream and you bought your own caramel, this recipe is super easy. Bake the cake, poke holes, pour it in, cool it, put whipped cream on top, you're good to go. If you're gonna make it like me, we're gonna make our own caramel and our own whipped cream. It's just a little special touch. I will eat store-bought caramel, but I do notice that there is like a weird film on the roof of my mouth with store-bought caramel, and I'm not a huge fan of it. So I do make my own. It's super easy. Brown sugar, butter, and heavy whipping cream. That's all you need to make your own caramel. Hello, Heather and Jimmy. How are you? Yes, always room for cake, Carol. I am excited to make this. So I've wanted to make this on my show a couple of times. The one main reason that it stopped me is because of the bake time of the cake, which is the main part. You guys know that I don't like cooking things ahead of time because then you guys don't actually get to cook with me because you don't get to cook it ahead of time unless I give you a warning. So I did change the recipe just a little bit for me to be able to bake it along with you without a bunch of downtime waiting for the cake to finish. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Jenny, did you get your host packet in your mailbox that I put in there Saturday, I think? Saturday morning? Hopefully you got it. Hello, Harmony and Tina. What's up, you guys? All right, so we are going to start. You guys notice I don't have a mixing bowl in front of me. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I love my batter mix and dispense. And the main reason for this product is to be able to put a box of cake mix in here without a mixer, without a bowl, nothing, and it does it all for you. Pineapple, boiled sugar, and burned and dumped on the cake, the vanilla powder. Yes, you guys, there are so many versions of dump cakes. So many. I make a lemon blueberry one that's really, really good. You guys, dump cakes are the easiest type of cakes to make. All you have to do is buy cake mix, poke holes, and pour whatever filling you want on the inside. Super, super easy, you guys. Yes, you're welcome, Jenny. I'm glad you got it. Hello, Mackenzie and Sandy. I'm good. How are you guys? All right, we are going to get started. I want to get these cakes in the oven. So, batter mix and dispense. Has a little hole in the bottom, but we keep this bottom part on it, okay? If you are at home, you don't have a batter mix and dispense, you're just gonna make this cake according to the package directions in a bowl with a mixer. You're totally fine, but this little guy is so neat. So I am just gonna cut the top off of my batter. We are gonna do 1 1/4 cups of water into here. Hello, Yvonne. And then we need 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, like so. You guys can use your measure all if you want to. I like that for oils. It comes out better. I just am trying to reduce the amount of items that I dirty in my kitchen today. Hello, Amber. How are you? So we have 1 1/4 cups of water, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. This is according to my cake directions. If yours are different, please follow your cake you chose. This is my favorite cake that I use for my Better Than Sex cake. So this is what I recommend, but if you have something different, that works too. Hello, Lacey. So then we are going to pour in our mix. This is all going into the batter mix and dispense, you guys. I absolutely love this thing. Then we are gonna crack our eggs. I think I did this wrong. I can never remember what order you're supposed to put everything in. I'm not sure it matters a whole lot, but I just didn't want the cake mix on the bottom to get all packed in there. So you can see it, it's starting to mix with the oil, but we are overflowing. Oh, my egg is trying to slide out. No, stay in there. Okay, I did the wrong order, you guys. I should have put my eggs in with the liquid, but I didn't, so I am losing it all over the place. Here we go. I mixed up, you guys. I put them in the wrong order, and I am losing all sorts of eggs out of the container. All right, just like this, you guys, you put them in there. Don't make a huge mess like me. I am missing all of my egg whites in here right now. Super easy to do. See how much room I actually have in here, you guys? I just did the wrong order. My eggs needed to go in before my powder. So I'm gonna do a little retrieval here. Thankfully, my countertop is clean. Make sure you always wipe down your kitchen countertops before you start cooking, you guys. Here we go. Saved my egg whites. No egg whites left behind in this house. All right, so if you have the batter mix and dispense, powdered cake mix, last. Okay. Hello, Carol. How are you? KS, Bill, what is up? You guys, I love this cake too. So just like that, you guys, you're just going to pump the handle and it will mix your cake for you. If you put your items in the correct order, it won't make a big mess. You will be saving yourselves lots of time with not having a bowl to mix all your cake in. All right, just mix it up. Then, the one different thing that I am going to do that is going to save us a little bit of time in the kitchen so that you guys aren't waiting on me and my cake to cook is, I think that should be good to go. Yep, nice and smooth, you guys. I love it. Not a lot of effort. Your kids can help you do it. Just pop on the top and let them go to town, just pumping the handle. Super, super easy. No effort needed at all, you guys. Just one finger up, one finger down. Super, super easy. I just made a huge mess, but that's okay. Hello, Linda. How are you? All right, so this is what I'm going to do that will save us a little time. I am going to try, I've never done it before, so if it fails, I will let you guys know, but I am going to try to make little mini bundt better than sex cakes. So the main trick to this is they're going to be pretty sloppy, ooey gooey. So my main trick is to try to not poke my holes all the way through to the top so that it doesn't soak the bottom, so that I can actually flip them out. Not sure it's going to work. It might just end up taking a fork and eating them out of this container, which I'm totally cool with too. What I love about our pans, you guys, I don't need to spray this. Do not spray it with nonstick aerosol spray. It will actually have the opposite effect. If you buy a pan, even if it's not from Pampered Chef and it says nonstick on it, it is nonstick. Do not spray aerosol nonstick spray to it because it will have the opposite effect. It will cause a very tacky residue to stick to your pans and make it non-stick anymore. So like this, now this has a little dial on the side of it of how big or how little you want your cupcakes or your brownies or whatever you're dispensing. So I am going to put it on the biggest one because I am going to fill my bundt pans. Just make sure that you have, oh, hold on, I missed a step. Put this back on. You want to take this out, clean it off just a little bit, you guys. I just tapped mine. Then put this on. Okay? All of this comes with your batter mix and dispense. All right. Here we go. Now, so now this plunger is causing our batter to have a pressure to it, so then we will be able to dispense it. I almost missed that step. Hello, Christy, how are you? Hello, Jen, how are you? I am good, you guys. I am doing so good. Okay, so I have it on the biggest setting. About 2 pumps for me will fill up my little mini bunts. Maybe even a third one once I get to the end and see how much I have left. Okay, so I'm going to turn the dial to the smallest setting, and I am just going to add a little bit more to each one of them. If you guys notice on the sides of my mix and dispense, we are getting every last drop of this cake mix. Amazing, you guys. No cake mix left behind with the batter mix and dispense. I love it, especially if you're making cupcakes. It will be perfectly measured every time. That is huge to me because my cupcakes are always a disaster because they're all different sizes because I don't know what I'm doing when I'm making cupcakes. All right, so that is it, you guys. I'm going to pop these in the oven. They should only take about 15 minutes at 325. So just like that, so our cakes are in the oven. All right, now we are going to move on to making our caramel. So I'm going to move you guys over. Here we go. Up and over. Move you guys right here. Yes, you guys, this gadget is so awesome. Yes, Tammy, I can't wait for you to get it too, you guys. Like I said, I have used it on mashed potatoes. I mashed up potatoes. You can do boxed potatoes, whatever it is, and you can dispense them in cute little dollops on top of stuff. So I did it on top of our little mini meatloafs. That's what I put it on top of. which was super, super easy and handy. Okay, so we are going to make our own caramel now. Nothing too fancy, you guys. You want a cup of unsalted butter. If you want to cut this recipe in half, you can. I cannot remember how much it makes, but you only need 16 ounces of caramel for this recipe. Yes, thank you, Sheila. Somebody's paying attention, and it is not me today. Sheila, you have just saved my life. Bonus points for Sheila. Hello, Rodney. How are you? Chelsea, what's up? Amanda, you guys, what is going on? We are going to be making our own caramel. So we have a cup of unsalted butter in here. We are going to melt the butter. Then we're going to add the brown sugar and the heavy cream. We're going to whisk it over medium heat until that sugar is nice and dissolved. Bring it to a boil. Only let it boil for 3 minutes. Do not overboil it. It will burn it and it will turn rock hard once it cools, and that's not what we want. So just make sure that you are paying attention. I know I'm surprised it is because my husband's not home to watch the kiddos, but my youngest is taking a nap, and I think my oldest is just probably going to fall asleep on the couch. We have a birthday party to go to tonight, so I told him that he needed to rest up for it. Hello, Mindy. Really, this cake specifically is what you haven't seen in forever. I am sorry to hear about your mother's passing, but I'm glad I can keep the spirit alive with this cooking show. We are going to be making our own caramel, which I love, you guys, and I know a lot of people think it's crazy that I make my own caramel, but it's really, really easy to do, you guys. I don't even use like a candy thermometer or anything for it, you guys. It's just eyeballing it. It's even easier because I am just putting the caramel straight into the cake and not trying to preserve it or anything, so it's pretty easy to do. We are just melting our unsalted butter right now. Hello, Michelle. How are you? You guys, we have 120 or 100 live views right now. That means we've done 2 giveaways. If we get 20 more people, we will do 3 giveaways. We haven't done that in a month or so. Thank you, Mindy. You are so sweet. You guys are awesome. You guys, all the support that you guys give me is why I am here and doing my show. It's you guys that brings me back every show. 3 times a week, you guys. I am here cooking with you just because I love it so much. If you are in one of my Pampered Chef parties right now, you guys, just make sure you enjoy it. Sit back, have fun. Even if you can't buy anything, I still want you to be there, learn about the products, learn about the companies, maybe even sign up to make some side cash like I do doing this job. Absolutely love it, you guys. And our products are amazing. I cannot wait to get our cookware. It's one of my dreams to get all of the Pampered Chef cookware and have it in my house. Super easy, Patsy. I highly recommend it. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Super easy, you guys. We are just melting some butter, and then we are going to add in 2 cups of light brown sugar. Make sure you are using light brown sugar. I did try to use the dark brown sugar recently, and there's too much molasses in it, and it just gets really, really sticky and really messy, and it hardens really bad. So I do recommend you stick with the light brown sugar. I have a missing measuring cup, you guys, and it has been driving me crazy. I just have 3/4, 2/3, half a cup, a third, and a fourth. Where did my cup go? You guys, I'm on the struggle bus with that cup being missing. Okay, so our butter is all melted. Now we are going to add in 2 cups of light brown sugar. You guys know that I love my brown sugar keepers. Every once in a while, like I have enough brown sugar to last me a while. So every once in a while, I take them out of the brown sugar and I stick my brown sugar keepers in just a cup of water so that they soak up that extra water. They're just little terracotta stones. You just take them out, throw them in with your brown sugar. It's equivalent to throwing in a cookie or a piece of bread, but they last a little bit longer. You just throw them in there, and it keeps your brown sugar nice and fresh. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? Thank you for tagging somebody, Tammy. I appreciate it. Hello, Mariah. I won't burn my butter, you guys. I promise that. I might burn my measuring cup that I set on the burner, but that's about it. So we are going to whisk in our brown sugar. I like to get the brown sugar and butter whisked together before I pour in my cream. Just get them nice and mixed in because we are wanting this butter to slowly dissolve all those crystals in our brown sugar so that our caramel isn't gritty. So just make sure you pay close attention to that, you guys. That is this step right here. You don't want to miss it, is dissolving those sugar crystals of your brown sugar in with your butter. I got brown sugar keepers and it saved my already hard brown sugar. Alice, that is awesome. Yes, you guys, it really helps. I highly recommend them. They're not super expensive and I love them. I used to struggle to keep my brown sugar all the time. Even if I would just leave them in the packages that you buy at the store and not touch them, they'd still go rock hard. So I definitely recommend when you get brown sugar from the store, you immediately take it out of the bag that they sell them in, put them in an airtight container with a sugar keeper, a piece of bread, a cookie, or something to help that brown sugar stay nice and soft. If you do a piece of bread or a cookie, you do have to replace it more often, where the brown sugar keeper is like every couple of weeks. You just have to replace it with a wet one. Okay, where did you get them? Mindy, all of these products are Pampered Chef items. You can get them on my website. If you tap the link, so tap my face, the description of the video will pop up. Scroll down to the bottom and you will see my Pampered Chef link. Go ahead and browse on there. If you end up getting a huge wish list with me, Mindy, we'll just throw you a party in September or August and you will get tons of free and discounted products for hosting a party with me. If you want to just go ahead and buy them, do that too. Every little bit is amazing. Brown butter Rice Krispies, you guys, they are so good. Ooh, yes, let me know, Charlene. I know sweetened condensed milk makes everything better. Tammy, we are still just 4 weeks out. I am super, super thankful that, they have been warning that we're, 6 to 8 weeks out, but thankfully have not seen that yet. So we are August 9th, and they are working on orders from July 1st. So we are only, just 5 weeks out at the most right now. And they said it's supposed to get increasingly better starting September. It's supposed to dramatically drop from there on all of our out-of-stock items, on all of our shipping. Every week we are supposed to decrease the amount of things that we are missing and decrease our shipping speeds. So that by the time, I think they said October, middle of October, we should be back down to our 2-week holiday ship time. Deb, I'm surprised nobody has asked that recently. So right now we're just dissolving our brown sugar. I got this. My grandma bought it for me on Etsy, and I love it. It's personalized, and it says seasons everything with love. It has handles on it, and this actually goes over my glass stovetop. I like it a lot better than trying to keep this dang thing clean all the time. So instead of wiping my glass stovetop off every 30 minutes here at my house, I just throw this sucker on top of it. I don't have to worry about things scratching the glass. I don't have to worry about things getting damaged. I just slide that over the top, and then I can put my groceries on here. I can put stuff on here without worrying about my glass stovetop. Awesome, Mindy. I look forward to it. Hello, Jenny. Yes, Tammy. So exciting. Hello, Thelma. How are you? Okay, so I am going to pour in our heavy cream now, and we are going to whisk it together. So we want 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream, and we are going to whisk this in with our brown sugar. Oh, it smells so good already, you guys. Homemade caramel is the way to go. And I will have way more than 16 ounces. So what I'll do is I'll take out one of my glass dishes and I'll stick it in there in an airtight container. And then you can keep it for several weeks like that. Hello, Jenny. How are you? So it is just made out of wood, but obviously it's like fits perfectly on my counter so it doesn't shift around or anything. So I just pick it up, set it on there, and it stays in its place. It's perfectly designed to not shift around. It'll hit my countertop before it'll shift. So it's awesome, and it sits right up, like you see how my glass top has a little bit of a lip on it, so it sits on the lip of that and doesn't actually touch the glass itself. Highly recommend it, you guys. I found it on Etsy. There's a ton of companies that make them in all different colors. Like this company I use, I can send you the link if you want this specific company. Has tons of different stain colors to pick from. You can personalize this any way you want. They have some pre-made ones that you can pick from, or you can tell them what you want it to say and they will make it for you. I highly recommend that company. Like I said, my grandma got it for me, I think for my birthday. She sent me money and that's what I paid for with it. Yes, you guys. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. All right, so we are doing good, you guys. The best way to tell is to lift up your spatula or your whisk, whatever you are using. And if you see little granules on your whisk, you need to make sure that your brown sugar dissolves a little bit more. I'm going to kick up my heat a little bit because my brown sugar is dissolved. And then we are going to let it come to a boil for 3 minutes. Pull it off the heat, let it cool down just a little bit. We'll throw our sweetened condensed milk into it. That's what I like to do. That's a little different about the other recipe. The other recipe wants you to pour your caramel and then pour your condensed milk on top of the cake. You can do that. I like to mix mine into the caramel before I pour it on the cake. I also like to put my Heath bar crunches on top of the cake before my whipped cream, and the other recipe says to put it on the whipped cream. You can do both if you want to. Yes, Mike, I can. Yes, awesome, you guys. I will just put the link in the comment section of this video, so just come back and look for it, and I will put that Etsy link in the comment section so you guys can take a peek at them. And just make sure they have all the dimensions on there, so just make sure that you measure your stovetop before you buy it. They said they can make special requests, but they just need to know first if your stove is a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger than the average. Perfect, you guys. Kicked up this heat, so it will be boiling in no time. We are only 3 minutes from checking our mini bundt cakes. What I am going to use to check it, you guys, a lot of people forget about this, and it is kind of just a silly little tool. I love it because it is so handy. I hate when I make a cake that is kind of thicker than normal and you can't have a toothpick that reaches all the way down. So this tool is really helpful for that. So it has this little piece of metal here, and it's your cake tester. Some people buy this and don't realize that the back side is actually a releaser. So if you have the edge of a cake that's being a little more stubborn, or if you need to flip your cake over and you just want to make sure that it has completely released from the sides, you just use this and you slide it around the edge. It works awesome, you guys. It's nice and thin, and you just slip it around the edges and it releases the corners of your cake or whatever you're using. So we're going to use this to check our bunts. This caramel is almost boiling. I just like to stir it around really quick. Other than that, once it boils, you don't have to touch it. Let it just boil on its own for 3 minutes. Obviously, being careful not to burn it. You do not, like my stove is only at medium heat right now. You don't need to scald it hot to get the caramel to boil. You see, it's starting to boil all on its own. We just want 3 minutes of this so you don't burn it or overcook it. Yes, you guys. Use protection when you're making your better than sex cake. Yes, it does, Rachel. It does work wonders for the little mini brownie bites and stuff like that. Super, super easy. I'm going to actually turn my heat down just a little bit more so that this caramel doesn't boil over. Once that caramel heats up enough to boil, it doesn't take much to keep it boiling. So I have put it down to low. This is low. It's kind of a simmer. You don't want to over rock this. You don't need to, don't need to overdo it. All right, you guys, I'm trying to multitask right now. I'm trying to send you guys the Etsy link at the same time while I'm talking. so that I don't forget. All right, you guys, it's coming at ya.
Yes, right now.
Here we go.
To send you guys the Etsy link at the same time while I'm
Paste,
talking.
send.
So that I...
There we go. All right, you guys, just a little bit longer. I have posted the link. Let me know if it doesn't work because I am pulling it up from purchases before, and so I don't know if that link will work. If not, I will send it another way because there's a couple of ways to send Etsy links. But they have some awesome stuff, you guys. All right, so we just have another minute and a half. Woo! Uh-oh, you guys. Oh, no. Fail. I overfilled them. All right, we better pull them out even if they're not done because they are going to start my smoke detector. Oh, huge mess, you guys. Duly noted. Do not fill them up as much as I did. My smoke alarm is going to go off. We're probably going to have to cut the video short. Shoot. Uh-oh, you guys. It's going to go off. Ah! Kingston, can you open the windows for Mama? Oh. Not good, you guys. Did you open the windows, buddy? Thank you. Did you get it, King?
I can't move.
Why not? It's stuck.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, caramel is done. Just gonna give it a little stir. Perfect. Unfortunately, it won't scare them because it's not the first time Mommy sets that thing off. Okay, so we're going to let that cool down just a little bit. Turn your burner off. Turn your oven off. My little mini buns over here, you guys, have completely exploded out of their pan. So, now you guys know, don't fill them up that much. They're done though, so that's a bonus. All right. I know, right, you guys? I don't know what to do because I can't clean it out there. It's a huge mess, you guys. Like, I way overfilled them. But look how crazy it is. You guys can't even tell. Like, it didn't drip down the sides or anything. It went straight down the middle of the bunt. It didn't go out the sides. Oh, failed, you guys. Oh, Jenny, you need to make them. Okay, so they are all done. I'm going to move this. All right. So now I'm going to take, normally I would take the back end of my wooden spoon to poke holes in my cake. It is the best thing to use. Literally, this is the main reason why I bought these, was because of the end of the spoon being perfectly circular, where I feel like every other handle of everything I use in my kitchen has some sort of like design to it on the back end. So these rock for that. And Deb, they actually aren't. The mom of the kids' party that's we're going to tonight makes these stellar vanilla bean Oreo cupcakes, and she makes them for every birthday party. So I would never ever bring a dessert because hers are way better than mine. They're still going to be super good, you guys. It's just my oven is destroyed. But, so what I like to do I am going to just sprinkle a little bit of pink Himalayan salt in there. And then I'm going to pour in my condensed milk. We're going to let it cool down just a little bit further. I'm going to take some of it out because we don't need it all. Because, let's see. We don't need it all. We only need 16 ounces of this, and we definitely made more than 16 ounces. So, yes, you guys, they will be super good. I'm going to do this. Yeah. All right. Ta-da. Have about 8 ounces of it left in there. I'm going to pour this in. Can of sweetened condensed milk. Make sure you scrape out your can. Condensed milk is super, super thick, so it does take a little bit of extra effort to get it all out of there. Hello, Tori, how are you? All right, you guys, so now I'm going to take just my little swizzle stick, and that's how I'm gonna poke my little mini holes. I was hoping these wouldn't puff up as much, because then I wouldn't have to worry about them, the caramel pouring over the edges, but no such luck. So I might have to put a pan under this pan so that I don't make a huge mess on my counter. So just go around your cake, make some holes. Don't be scared of the holes. Don't worry about the way it's gonna look, because we are gonna cover it in whipped cream. So then you won't see the holes that you make, nor will you be able to, you know, when you serve it, you won't be able to tell. The more holes you make, the better and more saturated your Better Than Sex cake will be. So I definitely highly recommend poking more holes than you are comfortable with, because then it'll make it even more ooey and gooey. Jenny, what'd you see advertised? So I'm gonna kind of just see if these guys are gonna come out well or not. Just poke around the edges. They might come out a little rougher than they're supposed to because I baked over. All right, so now I'm just gonna stick a pan under them so that I don't make a huge mess. Here we go. So this is all mixed in. We've got our caramel and our condensed milk. Kingston's playing the harmonica for you guys. So if you have your cake, it's way easier. You're just going to pour it on top of the cake, and it will soak into the holes on its own. See how it just slowly seeps into the holes? I'm definitely giving myself a challenge trying to make these bundt cakes, you guys, but I think they will be so worth it. Just pouring straight into one of the holes. So yummy. So good, you guys. Sorry, I'm focusing, so if you guys are commenting, I love you all. I will look at them in just a second. I'm gonna poke another hole. I don't know where that just went. Put there's a couple spots that don't have holes. So good, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite cakes that my grandma used to make. If you just pour it straight on top of your cake, you guys, and it's in a pan, you can just use your spatula to spread it around so that all of that caramel gets in there. So good. All right, let me see some of the comments before I keep going with what I was doing. What'd you forget, Jason? Oh, Jenny, you saw them advertised on TV. Yes, these are so good, you guys. So good. You can even make little cupcakes if you wanted, you guys. Or you can use our little brownie pans that we have and make little individual better than sex cakes. I like individual stuff so that like people have servings. But obviously the actual cake pans are the original good. Packed full. So then what I do, so in the other recipe, they don't tell you to add these until the very end on top of the whipped cream, and I like them both places. So what I do is I sprinkle them on top of the cakes like this, and then I sprinkle them on top of the cake after you've made the whipped cream. So what I am going to do, so these are going to be in the bottom of the cake, and then once these are all set up, I'm going to flip them over, and then on the top of the cake, I'm going to sprinkle these down into the middle of the bundt, and then I'm going to put our whipped cream into the middle of the bundt. If you're doing a regular cake, you are going to put this in the fridge, you're going to let it sit for at least 2 hours, then you're going to spread your whipped cream over the top, sprinkle these on, a little bit of chocolate syrup or caramel syrup if you want to, and then you're good to serve them. I am going to make my whipped cream with you guys right now and then put it in the fridge for later. Jason, it's okay. I kept pushing the time, so I'm sure I put everybody for a little loop there. So this is our whipped cream maker, you guys. It was back in stock, but I feel like it's back out of stock again. It is such a big ticket item. But super easy to make whipped cream with it. I know Jason wants me to try my batter mix and dispense to make whipped cream, but I'm just not ready to commit to that yet. I don't think it'll work as well as our whipped cream maker. All right, you guys, so we're at 100 views. We are about to do our giveaway. So you fill this up, you guys. It has a line on it of where to fill it to. You can fill it less, but don't fill it more because your whipped cream will expand. So we want like half of a teaspoon of vanilla. You don't need much. And then just 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. Another thing you can add if you don't want to do powdered sugar, you can do brown sugar. And I love using brown sugar in my whipped creams. It makes such a good flavor for things like this cake, but we're just gonna keep it simple. Just like that, you guys, your heavy whipping cream, your powdered sugar, your vanilla, just pump it a couple times, have your kids do it, your husband do it, your wife do it, whoever you want helping you in the kitchen. You just pump it a couple times. do not over pump because you will turn it into this gross butter flavored bleh. It's not good, but it doesn't take long. I'm making a mess every step today. Just a couple more. And then it does come with a lid so that you can just put a lid on the top of it and put it in the fridge and save it for later.
Mommy?
Yes, baby?
When is birthday gonna wake up?
Well, the birthday party is until 6. So we have 2 more hours.
Okay.
Okay? You can watch a movie and that's about how long you'll have to wait.
I am watching it.
All right, good. So excited for his best friend's birthday party.
Yeah, because he's my friend and I want to play with him.
Because he's his friend and he wants to play with him. There you go, you guys. There's our whipped cream. Perfectly made. Love it. It actually makes whipped cream faster than my KitchenAid mixer can, which is a huge bonus in my mind. All right, you guys, we're going to do our giveaway. Make sure you get your reactions out there if you are new to my page. The reactions are at the bottom of the page. A heart, a smiley face, the new I'm with you emoji. You can make an angry face, which Jason does every month or every show that he doesn't win. You guys, it doesn't matter how many times you push it, you will only get entered in once. If you have won already for this month, you can't win again until next month. I appreciate your love and support, even if you have already won for this month. I'm just going to kind of try and salvage some of this caramel back on here now that it has thickened a little bit. These are going to be so good, you guys. All right. Good thing I have 2 hours before the party because I have some cleaning up to do. Just like this. All right, you guys, get those reactions out there. I'm going to do the giveaway. Yes, awesome job for the grandkids. Yes, you guys, if my husband was here, I would make him do the whipped cream too, but my kids really do love to help in the kitchen, so they usually do it for me. All right, let's do this giveaway, you guys. I'm so excited. We are doing 2 giveaways today. If we would have gotten 20 more views, we could have done 3. But that's okay. I still love you all. And 100 we haven't hit in a while. I think you guys really like these Sunday shows, so I should do them more often. It seems like a lot of you are off work and hanging around on Sundays with family and friends and have more time to watch me than on the weekdays when you guys are all busy at work. And I do my shows really early on the weekends, which isn't fun for you guys, I know. All right, here we go. And grab all the names. Yes, Jessica, I love my little bunt pans. I love them. I mostly bought them originally because of the teal on the back of them, but I do love my little mini bunts. They're so fun and cute to just make little servings of different desserts. I love all of our baking pans, in all honesty, all of our little ones. It's like anything miniature is always so cute and fun that I enjoy them a lot. Yes, you guys, I love them. They're so cute. All right. Here we go, Kokomo. Then I gotta clean up this kitchen. And my oven. Darn it. Probably just time to completely clean my oven out. All right. Jessica, will you pick 2 numbers between 1 and 12? Jessica Hovda, will you pick 2 numbers between 1 and 12? We're going to pick a fish today. Yes, exactly. The cute back color is a really good selling point. Probably going to miss weekdays for a while. I'll be doing an internship after my regular work day. Wow, Deb, congratulations on your internship. Oh, you guys, it's so good. So good.
What?
3 and 6. What, baby?
That's Maverick's surprise cake?
No, this is our cake.
Oh.
You want a taste of the caramel?
No thanks.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't know why.
You are crazy. You are crazy. I just need a little dish for...
You gotta see my house, Mom.
I gotta see your house.
Yeah, that's made out of blocks. It's so cool.
Can't find my 1 cup pretzels. All right, so here we go. Yes, Mary Jo, definitely. 3 and 6. Here we go. 3 and 6. Remember, it doesn't matter if I pull your name if it is not on the numbers 3 and 6. Number 1. Where's my remove button? Here we go. Number 2. Our first winner, number 3, Joseph Momstead. Joseph, send me your name, your email, your shipping information, and your phone number, and I can get something sent off to you from Pampered Chef from me for free. 4, 5, and 6. Shannon Sweeney, congratulations, Shannon. You have won again. I think I still have all of your information so I can get something sent off to you. Congratulations to our winners, you guys. Thank you all 98 of you for watching. I appreciate all of you. I will post a picture when it is all said and done with my whipped cream and my Heath bars on top. And then I will be back on here on Tuesday. I still haven't picked a recipe, so if you've got a fun appetizer or side dish that you want me to make, please message me the recipe and I will be happily do it on my show and give you a little shout out for giving me the recipe. If you guys have any Pampered Chef questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will be happy to help. I have a couple of spots left open in August for parties to get 60% off one of our electronics, and I have a couple of spots open left in September if you want a September fall release party. Have an awesome day, you guys.